So a few days ago, something funny happened to me, and it made me think about how men and women think and what it means for our society, basically. So I was standing at a tram station. I was waiting for my tram in Amsterdam to go to the station and then to go home. And this guy on a scooter sees me and he comes up to me and he says, "Where are you going? Can I give you a ride?" And I said, "No, no, thank you." And then he said, like, if I would have a car, then most probably you would have gone with me. And I said, "No, I wouldn't." And he genuinely was like, "Why not?" And I said, "Because you're a stranger and I don't hop on strangers their scooter or even go in their car," I said. And he said, like, "Oh, that is strange." When I told this story to my friends, I got also funny reactions. They said, like, "Oh, men always think about sex. This is what men do. How old was the guy? What nationality was he?" And they even asked me what I was wearing. So I was thinking about the reactions of the guy and the reactions of my girlfriends, and I thought, if you look at science, both of them are a little bit right. If you look at the guy who said, like, if I had a car, basically what he meant was, if I had money, if I could show you that I could provide for you, you would go with me. Because most of the women they still want a man that can provide for them, which is of course, like, in the primal brain of women, that they want a guy that can provide for them. So they most of the time look for an older guy, and they look for a taller guy, a stronger guy, that can protect them. My girlfriends were right also, because they said, like, men always think about sex. And yes, men have the sexual part in their brain is 2.5 times bigger than that of women. So they do, yes, think about sex much more often than most of the women do. And they also look for women who have, like, the long hair, the shiny skin, and the hourglass figure, because they want a woman that can provide for children, basically. But I was thinking about these things about science, and I think personally that there's a shift happening in the world, that more and more women are getting more emancipated, or they are more saying, like, hey, this is what I want and I can provide for myself. So you see men, on the other hand, getting more confused. So men get a little bit more confused, but you also see that men more and more think about their beauty and how they look, because more and more women want a man who looks good instead of a man who's just a provider, or who's a little bit older. So you see a shift happening you see a shift happening in society. I don't know if that is good or not, but there is more freedom in it, because it means that women choose what kind of men they want, and they don't only work with their primal brain. They're more and more looking what they can provide and what they want inside of themselves. I personally believe that this can only be good for women and also for men. But maybe you think about that a little bit different. So please, if you have comments, please comment on my thought patterns on this. And please comment on my video if you like it. And I want to wish you a very nice day wherever you are in the world.